gentlemen, to JWF Monday Night Ignition. I'm your host, Silver Spoon, joined by the man who's back in charge. It's Captain Tibbs.
Sills, in the words of a great man in wrestling, I am back, and I'm better than ever, because this is one JWF under Tibbs.
That is right, and what better way to celebrate than with the Tibby Awards, the one time a year we take some time to celebrate all of the great achievements our JWF superstars have made this year. And let me tell you something, with the debut of JWF Ignition back in April, it has been a banner year. Every single one of our superstars, in my opinion, stepped up and showed out.
You know what, Sills? I'm so glad that I now have control back of my company, that I know that a completely unbiased opinion is behind these awards tonight. That is what I just could not stand the thought of, that people who deserve something weren't going to get what they deserve tonight. And let me tell you something, Sills, there's going to be a lot of desserts tonight.
There's, like, cake?
No, just desserts. You know, you ever heard the saying?
Well, yeah, cake, ice cream. They're desserts. They're just desserts, but I mean...
They are just desserts, Sills. Oh, I could go for a parfait right now.
All right, well, I'm going to head to the ring right now to let everybody know what this year's Match of the Year award-winning match is. Let's have a listen. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to stand before you today to announce the winners of this year's Match of the Year. Now, a Match of the Year candidate, it can easily make a superstar's career. Just one moment between these four ropes can solidify you as a legend in this business. And this year, we saw newcomers debut and make an instant impact. Superstars take legendary strides and have amazing title reigns. And we saw an old cowboy saddle up one last time to defend his yard. But which of these men will walk out with the title of Match of the Year? Let's find out. And the nominees are Captain Tibbs versus Scottye Moore at this year's Crossing the Line pay-per-view. The Dylan taking on Kazuchika Okada at Cash in the Bag. And finally, Hollywood Hulcher versus Danny Roanoke at Summerfest. And the winner is the Dylan versus Kazuchika Okada at Cash in the Bag.
Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. This year, the Dylan versus Kazuchika Okada. This year, the Dylan had so many wonderful matches with his open challenge for the Captain's Championship, but nothing was more spectacular than seeing the Dylan versus one of the greatest Japanese wrestlers of all time. Now, sadly, I do have to tell you that the Dylan is not here tonight, but he did submit a video response in case he won any of the awards. And this was for Match of the Night, so here it is.
That's right. Another year, another award for me. This time, of course, for my instant classic match with Okada. Of course, I'd like to thank Okada for coming all the way over here to have this match with me. And I cannot pretend I give a fuck about this. Fuck this Tibby. Fuck Okada. You know what? Fuck you too, Tibbs. This year wasn't supposed to be about this match. This match was just supposed to be part of my greater legacy, my greater message about my greatness. That I'm the best wrestler in the world. That any title I hold is the greatest title in the world. It's the true world championship. And then it was ruined. And then I got hurt by the two worst wrestlers in this company. I was never pinned. I was never submitted, but I still lost because my body gave out on me. And now I'm healing. I'm almost there. Blake, Ghazi, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, hear my words. Listen to me. I will be back sooner than you or anyone else here thinks, and when I return, I will get back what is mine, and I will prove once and for all who the greatest is in this company. So be ready.
Well, Tibbs, Dylan with some strong words there, and let me tell you something. If I was our captain's champion, Blake Tanner, I'd be worried right now. I'd be extremely worried because it seems like he has a target on his back painted there by the Dylan, the man who he won that title from.
And especially with the Dylan saying he's going to be back. It could be any time, Sills. We don't know. We don't know what the Dylan's got in store. But Blake Tanner, he's only just got back on his feet.
That's right. The mind games of the Dylan coming into play. But for right now, I remember when Dylan debuted in this company, and he had a banner year, became the JWF champion, feuded with you. I mean, a prestigious honor to get to feud with Captain Tibbs. He had an amazing rookie year, but nothing unlike some of the men that we have seen this year in the JWF.
Absolutely, Sills. So many first-timers to the JWF. They stepped up, and they made this world their own.
That is right, and now heading to our ring right now is the winner of last year's Rookie of the Year award, your son, Chuck Tibbs, to announce the nominees. Let's have a listen.
Last year, I sat in the back with a lot of those men back there. And, you know, I remember thinking one thing. The landscape of this business right here is about to change. You know, not just with the debut of JWF Monday Night Ignition. No, it was much more than that. It was not even with my title reign this year. No, the business was about to change because I knew numerous other superstars were going to come to this roster this year and show us exactly what they were made of. And I'll tell you something, I've shared the ring with many of our nominees tonight, and they showed me why they all deserve to be called Rookie of the Year. These men are future wrestlers of the year. There are some Hall of Famers in there, let me tell you something, but only one person's gonna win the actual privilege of being 2020's Rookie of the Year. And the nominees are Robert Hill, Ghazi, and Hollywood Hulcher. All right, let's see who the winner is. Right here, right now, your Rookie of the Year is Hollywood Hulcher.
Oh my God, Tibbs, an amazing Rookie of the Year pick. And let me tell you something, if anybody deserves it, it is Hollywood Hulcher. The man has made history this year. JWF's first ever Best of 7 series, leading Team JWF to a victory at Crossing the Line. I mean, Hollywood Hulcher came in like a damn house of fire.
Absolutely, Sills. It looks like he was always doing something this year. He was always on his grind. He was never letting anything put him down. Not that Best of 7 series with Danny Roanoke. Not the fact that we were leaderless for Team JWF and Crossing the Line. He decided he was going to step up, and that, let me tell you, Sills, that deserves some honor.
That's right. You see him shaking hands with Chuck in the center of the ring. But, oh my God, from out of nowhere, Tibbs, that's Robert Hill. That's the king of the hill. And it looks like that he is not pleased with this snub for Rookie of the Year, as he is absolutely beating the hell out of Hollywood. Oh, wait, Chuck trying to pull him off, but oh, eats a big gaslighter for his troubles. Robert Hill has gone insane.
I can't believe this, Sills. Robert Hill doesn't deserve to come out here and do something like that to this Rookie of the Year. Now, he had a great year right now. Let me tell you something, Sills. But his year was not as banner as Hollywood Hulcher's. He was not as explosive in 2020 as Hollywood Hulcher was. Hollywood Hulcher deserves that, and now he's just getting beaten up.
Tibbs, look at this. Look at the strength of Robert Hill actually picking up the Tibbys podium, and oh my God, just throwing it onto the body of Hollywood Hulcher. That thing just disintegrated into pieces. This is horrifying.
I ain't about to listen to this bullshit. You telling me that this man, this joke right here, that I've beaten to within an inch of his life, is even worth being mentioned in the same list as Robert Hill? Nah, that ain't gonna fly with me. If anybody deserves this award, it's the undefeated, the unpinned, the Goliath of professional wrestling, Robert Hill. But hey, I'm gonna let Hulcher have his little trophy, because the only gold I care about is around the waist of Guy Fieri. And Fieri, in just a few short weeks, when I win the Regal Rumble, just know that your time is up, and Robert Hill will be the JWF champion.
Oh my God, Tibbs, an emphatic move there from Robert Hill, who has apparently announced he is the first name in the hat for this year's 30-man Regal Rumble match. This is astounding.
Of course, so this could be amazing. Robert Hill in the Regal Rumble, in that kind of competition, he could just end up tossing person over the top rope. He could win it all.
That is right, Robert Hill proving to be a dominator here. I mean, that was a holy shit moment if I have ever seen it, picking up that podium with the strength, but it was not the holy shit moment of the year, which is going to be presented right now by the god of the JWF, Momoa Curry, who is supposed to be heading to the ring right now. Tibbs, where's Momoa?
I don't know, Sills. I texted him, and I just assumed he showed up.
Well, it looks like... Well, hold on, Tibbs, that's Honey Mustard Jenkins coming out. Apparently, Momoa's not here, and in his stead, he has sent another legend of the business, David Honey Mustard Jenkins, coming down, and he looks... Tibbs, I'll be honest, he looks confused as all hell.
I am too, Sills. I'm sharing that boat with him right now. Why did he come out?
Hey y'all, I wasn't supposed to be here today, man, but I guess I'm taking Momoa Curry's spot. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this year it was a year full of surprises. The JWF grew this year in exponential ways, and that means the big surprise is to come along with it. We saw the debuts of men like Hollywood Hulcher, and the man who just beat his ass up and threw a damn podium at him, Robert Hill. We saw the king of Flavortown finally climb to the top of the mountain and become JWF champion. But only one moment can live forever as 2020's holy shit moment of the year. And those nominees are JXT invading the JWF, Scottye Moore cashing in at WrestlePalooza, or the debut of JWF Monday Night Ignition. And the winner is Scottye Moore cashing in on Momoa Curry during the main event of WrestlePalooza.
Well, Tibbs, a shock right there, I'm sure, for you. I mean, I know you and Scottye Moore have not had the best history recently, but you have to admit, Scottye Moore interfering in the main event of WrestlePalooza, one of the biggest, if not the biggest main events in WrestlePalooza history. Scottye Moore cashed in and made a name for himself. He saw that spot and he took it. And Tibbs, I'll be honest with you, you may not like him, but I think he has earned this award.
Now listen, Sills, this is all business right here. Though I might not like Scottye Moore, and I definitely don't like Scottye Moore. Damn it, I had to sit with him at a desk for an hour and a half last night. I don't like Scottye Moore, but Scottye Moore, he is a man who can create some great stuff in wrestling. His time in booking showed some real promise. What he's done in JXT has shown promise. I will not take that away from him. I will say that Scottye Moore is just as deserving of this award tonight as any other man in the roster.
Well, let's hear what the hero of the JWF in your 2020 Holy Shit Moment of the Year Tibby Award winner has to say. Wow, this is, really, Tibbs? After everything I put you through this year, I mean, I know you're the one who decides these. I mean, after beating down your son, after invading your company, you still want to give me this? I guess you Tibbs boys might not be so bad after all. Look, I'm breaking kayfabe here. Look, this year was tough, okay? It was tough on all of us. It was one holy shit moment after another, but in my opinion, that kind of pressure can do one of two things. It can either break you down and destroy you, or it can turn you into a diamond. It can turn you into more stern stuff. And this year, I think that's what happened to the entire JWF, to JXT, to everything we put out here on this channel. And in my opinion, that's the real holy shit moment of the year. But I'm happy to take this trophy home. I'm happy to brag about every damn moment I made this year. But right now, I want to talk about 2021. I want to talk about the future, because if you thought I made moments this year, I'm going to really turn it up to 11 in 2021. And it starts with beating down Funky Flossie at the Regal Rumble before going on to become the first man to ever win 2 Regal Rumble matches. I'm going to take those 29 other men, toss them over the top, and when all is said and done, I'm going to be getting my belt back at WrestlePalooza. Well, Tibbs, looks like Robert Hill has some competition heading into the Regal Rumble in the form of Scottye Moore. And look, I know Robert is a dominant beast, but Scottye has history with the Regal Rumble match, going so far as to win it a couple of years ago. Scottye Moore is a guy who knows what it takes to win the Regal Rumble. And if I were Robert Hill or any of those 28 other men in that match, I'd be a little afraid.
And still, that veteran knowledge that Scottye Moore has, having been in so many Regal Rumbles before, I cannot tell you enough how much experience plays into who can win the Regal Rumble. An experienced Rumble person, that they can last so much longer. They know all the tricks of the trade. And Scottye Moore, he could very well be your Regal Rumble winner.
That is right. Scottye Moore having a great year this year. I mean, the man has won title after title, an experienced tag team specialist. In fact, even going so far as to win our next award a couple of years back, the Tag Team of the Year award. And of course, we know last year won by the VWO, didn't exactly get to celebrate it due to the debut of the Wild-Eyed Southern Boys. But one half of the VWO are back this year. Griffin Clouds, this year's King of the Steel City, and he's coming out to announce this year's Tag Team of the Year.
Last year, my brothers and I won this illustrious award, and we never got the chance to properly celebrate. And so, we made it our goal for 2020 to come out here and win this award again. But, as always, plans tend to change. People grow and, well, goals have to be adjusted, because this year we saw a flurry of tag teams come in and change the face of our tag team division for the better. Whether that be those hard Americans teaming up to face us, or a couple of Magic Men running roughshod over the division, it didn't matter. Tag team wrestling made its place here in the JWF, and these men I'm about to announce are proof of that. And the nominees for Tag Team of the Year are the Rising Suns, the War Wizards, and the Wild-Eyed Southern Boys. And the winners are... oh my God, the Rising Suns!
They did it, Sills! They did it! Holy shit! The Rising Suns have done it! Formosan and the Hammerman! They have done it! You got the Hammerman and Formosan! Hammerman! Hammerman! year, FOMO-san Tag Team of the Year, the Rising Suns, the Rising Hammers, the Hammer Suns. Hell yes!
That is right, Tibbs. The Rising Suns having a banner year, starting out as rivals. FOMO-san and the Hammerman eventually realized that they were stronger allies than they were enemies coming out. And of course, they have ran through just about every team, including their brothers, the VWO. We, of course, remember last night at Scottye Mania, that vicious first blood match. You can see the Rising Suns showing the damage that match did to them. They've got taped ribs, stitched up foreheads, and oh my God, from out of nowhere, Tibbs, that's Bananas in Pajamas. That's Mr.'s Cash in the Bag, and they are beating the hell out of the Rising Suns. What the hell's going on?
No, Sills, you don't think... No, they can't do it, Sills. They are just absolutely destroying the Rising Suns. After that grueling match last night, you can't think that they're about to cash in, do you?
I don't know. Looks like Griffin coming out trying to save his brethren, but eats a big boot from Johnny Bananas before rolling the Hammerman into the ring. And oh my God, just clocking the Hammerman over the skull with his own Tibby Awards. What the hell are these two men thinking? Oh no, Tibbs, look at Johnny. Look at Johnny. He's grabbed that Cash in the Bag briefcase from Joey, and he is just bashing it over the skull of FOMO-san. And Tibbs, you were right. You were right. These two men are making out with the heist of the century. They are trying to cash in right now.
Oh, so this is horrible. Not like this. Not like this.
Oh, and that bell's going ding, and unfortunately it just leads to a big banana split from Joey, crashing FOMO's skull into the mat with that big leg lariat. Hammerman colliding with Johnny Bananas, both men beating the hell out of each other. Joey going for a pinfall. 1, 2, 3. And Tibbs, you gotta think that was a calculated assault right there from Bananas in Pajamas. They waited for the biggest moment of the Rising Suns year to be crowned Tag Team of the Year. And they just turned the Rising Suns celebration into a celebration of their own. The celebration of becoming the new JWF Tag Team Champions. This is horrifying.
I can't believe what I'm seeing, Sills. The Rising Suns, they were hurt. They were not in a place. They were not expecting a match tonight. And then the Cash in the Bag, the Bananas in Pajamas, they just took complete advantage of that. I'm angry and disappointed.
That's right. You see the blood of FOMO-san just spattering across the mat as Bananas in Pajamas are escaping out through the audience with their loot after this absolute heist that's taken place at this year's Tibby Awards. And Tibbs, I hate to say the show must go on, but the show must go on for our main event right now, our Superstar of the Year award. And Tibbs, I gotta know how you cut it down to just 5 guys, because this year we have seen dominance from every single superstar on our roster. This had to have been a tough pick.
It really was, Sills. It was an even tougher final decision from our review board. And let me tell you, I have not seen the final results yet, but to find just 5 of our wrestlers on this roster was probably the hardest thing I've done all year. And as you know, I've done a lot of hard stuff this year.
That is right, Tibbs. But of course, we all know Superstar of the Year can only be bestowed by one man, and that is, of course, my broadcast partner. So, Tibbs, there's no podium and there's blood all over the map. Why don't you take the stage to announce this year's Superstar of the Year?
Just like I like it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor, as it is every year, to announce this year's Superstar of the Year award. Well, many years the Superstar of the Year award always has a clear frontrunner. Moa Curry and Blake Tanner come to mind for their respective years. Those 2 guys who absolutely blew the rest of the roster out of the water. But this year, well, I hate to say it, but the competition was stacked. You had men who went undefeated the entire year. Men who fought through grueling best-of-7 series. Men that made history in the business. This year, the entire JWF roster proved themselves. And I want to give each and every single member of that locker room kudos for that. I'd give you all a Tibby if I could, kids, but, I can't. Don't have enough room in the budget, can't afford the trophies either. Solid gold. So, after careful deliberation, I do have at least one Tibby. I do have at least one last Tibby to give away tonight. And the Tibby for the Superstar of the Year, the nominees are Scottye Moore, Momoa Curry, Chuck Tibbs, Guy Fieri, and the Dylan. It is with great pride and honor that I'd like to announce to all of you that this Superstar of the Year for 2020 is none other than my son, Chuck Tibbs!
Well, ladies and gentlemen at home, an amazing Superstar of the Year right now, Chuck Tibbs. As I said earlier, won Rookie of the Year back in 2019, and he stepped up to that podium, and he swore that he would come back as 2020's Wrestler of the Year, and he is proving it right now. You can see him coming out to the ring after having a banner year, becoming the JWF World Heavyweight Champion, fighting in grueling match after match. Every stipulation that was thrown his way, Chuck Tibbs took it in stride and came on to help defeat Robert Hill last night in a steel cage match, ending the undefeated streak of the King of the Hill in that match. I mean, Chuck Tibbs has had a banner year, and if anybody deserves this award, it's gotta be Chuck Tibbs.
Wow. I'm sorry, there's just a lot to process here. I remember standing at this exact podium and saying that 2020 would be my year. Rookie of the Year to Superstar of the Year. I'm damned if I didn't have a great year. I can't believe it. Winning the cash in the bag briefcase, becoming the JWF champion, being part of Team JWS as it was victorious at crossing the line. It was all just amazing. But, I mean, come on, in all honesty, I don't deserve this award. Chuck Tibbs doesn't deserve an award like this. Because, well, it was after I disappeared before crossing the line that I finally realized something. My whole career, hell, my whole damn life almost, I've been trying to be someone else. Whether that was trying to be like Felix Ball, trying to be like my father, hell, even my whole title run, I was trying to live up to the precedent that Momoa Curry had set for me. The JWF never got to see the real Chuck Tibbs because he's been scared for a long time. The real Chuck Tibbs isn't some conquering god of a champion. He's not the prestigious captain of the JWF. Chuck Tibbs is just a guy that comes out here every single week and tries his best because that's all he's got. And in a year that saw gods fighting devils and kings conquering dynasties, I realized that I am just proud to say that I am now the man I am. I am a man of the people, a man that's just going to come out here and work hard and fight hard. The guy that fought so hard that he was Superstar of the Year in 2020, one of the worst years on the calendar in my life. And in 2021, I swear, I'm going to earn this damn trophy again. And this time, I'm going to earn it my own way. 2021, I'm not doing things the Momoa Curry way or the Captain Tibbs way. I'm doing it my way. And I swear to you that I'll give it the best I got.
Well, Tibbs, your boy certainly seems fired up. And if he's to be believed, 2021 is going to be one hell of a year for the Tibbs name.
I can't wait to see it, Sills. I've never heard my son speak with such conviction. He knows who he is now, and he knows that after the year he's had, he can only get better. And I can't tell you how proud I am of Chuck for this achievement tonight.
That's right, Tibbs. An absolutely amazing Tibby Awards this year. The Rising Suns winning Tag Team of the Year. Chuck Tibbs, our Superstar of the Year. Hollywood Hulcher, Rookie of the Year. Amazing superstars who have had banner years here in the JWF, and it's only going to get better from here because what's next? What's on the horizon? None other than the Regal Rumble. 30 men step into the ring, but only one leave with the biggest prize in the business, the opportunity to main event WrestlePalooza and face off against the JWF World Heavyweight Champion.
I mean, Sills, it is something that you can't miss. The Regal Rumble is going to be the start of a new year for the JWF, and it's going to be the start of something amazing. I can feel it in my bones.
That is right. And of course, we are going to be taking off the rest of 2020. So everybody, you can go eat your Christmas trees and sing your old lang synes. And we will be back at the beginning of a brand new year, which, oh my God, can only get better than this one. But until then, remember to pick up your holiday merchandise at merch.aloadofpurebs.com. And if you want to support us in the meantime, always go to patreon.com/aloadofbs.
Make sure to go there. Support us. If you want to buy something with our faces on it, you can do it. If you want to get some merchandise with some great logos, check it out. Or support on the Patreon to get exclusive stuff. Don't know what it is, but you can get it.
That's right. But until 2021, he's been Captain Tibbs. I've been Silver Spoon, and this has been JWF Monday Night Ignition. And we will see you next time.